Hey guys, so today's video is going to be on, well, my hair. The reason why it's the color it is and how I got it to that. So before I kind of give you guys the clips of me doing it and stuff like that, I'm just going to quickly explain how my hair was before. So basically, I think it was right up until May, I had ombre hair, and if you go back in my videos you can see it. I just had like my natural brown on the top, and then I had kind of like pretty like ashy kind of white blonde on the bottom, and then about first week of May I decided to do my hair like a dark brown. I just want to kind of go back to my natural color but a little bit darker. So I did that, and then I started getting a little bit bored of it, and I decided to go red. So then I did red last week of June, and so I did it's a color by Vital Sassoon. It's called Runway Red. So I did that color first. And it pretty much lasted a week in my hair, just because the brown underneath still left, like it was really hard for the red to penetrate through the brown because it left so much product in my hair. So basically, a week after I had to redo it, and then I used by Vital Sassoon again, but it was a color called Merlot Red. So the Merlot Red stayed in my hair up until last night. So today's the day after the video that I filmed doing it. So basically what I used was Color Oops. I have the clips with it and all that kind of stuff later on in the video. I'm just going to quickly explain to you guys what I did. So basically what Color Oops does is that it pretty much shrinks the dye molecules in your hair for like the permanent or semi-permanent color dye. And then when you wash it off, since it shrinks the follicles, you literally wash out the color. The thing that I was surprised about is that no color actually ran out. So in the shower, when I was washing my hair, because when you put the product on your hair and you put the toque on, you wait 20 minutes. When you go into the shower, you take the toque off, your hair's still gonna look the dyed color. Like my hair still looked red. It didn't look blonde at all. So I went into the shower and washed it off, and I was expecting like it looked like I just dyed my hair red with a bunch of color everywhere, but there wasn't. It was actually water red clear, like it was nothing, and I totally thought it wasn't working. And then I kind of quickly stepped out of the shower to make sure, and it was blonde. So yeah, overall, just before you guys see my hair right now, it's not like orange at all.
Well, for now, the key is weekly follow-ups.
Whoops.
You know,
Watching Family Guy. So my hair isn't really orange. It looks a lot more orange in the camera than it does in person, but it's a super cloudy day outside today, so it's a little bit hard to see. The only thing about this product that I'm gonna have to let you guys know as a warning and a precaution is something that I guess could be kind of not serious, but it can really take you by surprise, because it definitely took me by surprise because I was not expecting this at all. So if you're going from a red dye, let's say you have like a semi-permanent red box dye in your hair, okay? Or anyways, any red as long as it's semi-permanent. So that will wash off and your hair color will pretty much be the same color that it was before the red. Now the issue is that if you get permanent red hair dye, which I had, most permanent red hair dyes, unless stated otherwise, have bleach in it. That's how the red sticks to your hair, because the red is not a very easy color for your hair to pick up, especially if you have a dark pigmentation in your hair. So it does have bleach in the red dye, which I was not aware of. So pretty much I was expecting my hair to only be blonde on the tips because it was bleached before the red, just on the tips. But since the top was my natural color, I totally assumed that this was going to be my natural color, and I got out of the shower and I'm all blonde. So this is where I totally scared myself, because I was expecting this blonde but only this down. I wasn't expecting it up here as well. So now that it is like this, gonna have to deal with it. But yeah, so if you are going from a permanent red dye, be aware that your hair will be totally blonde at the end, because there was bleach in the red hair dye from the start. So that is just a little snippet of information if you are dyeing your hair from red to get the red out. Just a heads up for you guys to know. You'll not have your natural color underneath because the red does have bleach in it. But yeah, I think that's kind of all I have to do for my intro. If you guys have any questions about this at all, please leave it down below. I am going to start inserting the clips of me doing it and wrapping it, showing you guys all the products. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really hope it's helpful. I really wanted to make a video like this because I couldn't find any that really showed you how to use the product itself, so I hope I did a good job. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you guys want to see how I went from red to blonde and not damaging my hair at all. Just keep watching. Thanks guys. I bought Color Oops. I have heard great things about this product. I looked up some reviews and I watched some videos. It seemed to have a pretty positive outcome out of it. There's no bleach or ammonia in this, which means that it doesn't strip your hair. Here, I'm gonna read off the back just what it does. Okay, so Color Oops corrects your hair color by shrinking the dye molecule, allowing you to simply wash the molecules away. So it has like the pictures of like before, after, and whatever. So, I mean, obviously you can't always trust these things, so I figured I'd just try it for myself. It is safe enough that you can re-dye the same day if you need to. Hopefully that won't happen with me. I'm hoping that this will lift nicely. I am kind of ready if it doesn't work. I'm kind of scared, but yes. So I'm just opening up the box here for the first time. I'll share with you guys what's inside. Alright, so the first thing here, so this says number 2. This is the extra strength dissolvent. So this is the hair color removal itself. It's about half the bottle of liquid. The first one here, okay, so this is number 1. There's no actual names for any of these products, so I'm assuming I have to mix those together. Okay, so there's pretty much just step 1, 2, and then it comes with a little spray. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be enough for my hair. Well, this might have been a mistake, but we'll see. There's some gloves. And I'm just going to really quickly read the instructions. Oh, actually, so I bought this at Pharmasave. It was $15.99 and I had a $2 off coupon, and she actually gave me another coupon if I ever need to get it again. It's another $2 off, so it's not that expensive. So now that I kind of just really quickly glanced over the instructions, I am gonna run into the washroom, get this stuff ready, take these clothes off. Make sure that if you are doing this at home, to make sure you wear clothes that you don't mind if it gets like dirty or stained or anything like that, so please make sure of that. And yeah, I'm actually going to run out and grab a second box of this because I'm assuming that this isn't going to be enough for my hair. So the way I'm going to do this, because they say that the longer you let the product sit for, the less potent it is, I'm going to leave one ready to get mixed right away, and I'm going to do one for now. So I'm just going to open up number 2 and number 1, and then you're just supposed to pour number 1 into number 2. But oh, it smells awful. Yeah, every single review of this product mentions that it has a very strong odor. It definitely does. Oh no, why is it so bubbly? Finish pouring this into there. And then you're supposed to shake it for about 30 seconds. Alright. So I'm just gonna brush out my hair quickly. I already kind of brushed it out, so this is just like a second brush for me. I'm gonna concentrate getting as much out from the top as possible, but I will do that with the second box. So I'm just gonna put my hair in half here, just so I can separate bottle 1 from bottle 2, just so I have time to get all of that worked in. So I'm gonna put the top layer here just into a hair tie. Oh, it honestly smells like manure. It's actually so disgusting. Okay, so I'm just, oh, it's extremely, extremely, extremely liquidy. I'm just gonna put a whole bunch in my hair. I'm just gonna start coating my hair with it. Oh, it smells absolutely disgusting. So I'm gonna make sure I really coat everything, just to make sure that I don't have any like splotchiness or anything afterwards. I apologize, I'm gonna have to turn on the fan in the bathroom. It smells so disgusting. Alright, so that looks pretty wet, but I just really want to make sure I get everything. Just because I'm not too sure, because there's no color, it's kind of hard to tell if I'm coating it enough, because it kind of looks like bleach, you know, I can't really tell if it's doing anything to your hair. And apparently it stays like that until you wash it off. Apparently you can't really tell if the color is getting lifted or not, so I just want to be careful, get really everything in there. And they say that heat helps, so try not to stand under a fan or anything when you're letting this develop. Alright, and I'm just going to let out about half of this. Because the top part is where I have like the deeper reds, because that's where I didn't have dye on my roots. Where the brown wasn't before, so there's definitely more red in this middle and top layer than the bottom. So I want to make sure that I really get the red pigmentation out as much as possible. Alright, so I'm just going to get more product, and this is just going to be like an overall. Make sure I get all the roots and stuff, which isn't too bad, but just try to get all of this as wet as possible. That's what he said. Alright, next side, the same thing. Yeah, see, I'm almost done the first bottle, so if you have thicker, longer hair, 2 bottles is probably going to be the only way you'll be able to finish it, because right now I still have the top, and the top's probably where I carry most of my hair. It's right on the crown of my head, so. Alright, so since I generally part my hair in the middle, I'm just going to do it this way. Kind of spritz it down the, even though in my roots I don't have any color right now. It's kind of nicer up here because I can see where I'm spraying. And I'm just going to kind of work this into my hair. Really rub it into my scalp. Make sure there's no little hairs that don't get covered. I apologize in advance if I'm talking too much. I just want to make sure that I give you guys all the information that I possibly can. Because all the videos that I found for these, they didn't actually show the girls putting it on. It was only like the before and after kind of thing. So I really wanted to make sure that if anybody's looking for this kind of savior, they'd be able to get all of the information from one video. Just because I feel like sometimes some videos are really just like talking about the product, but not really how to use it and stuff. And I feel like it's really important to know how to use a product properly in order for it to come out nice. So I'm just gonna try to give you guys as much information as I possibly can, just so you know what you're getting yourself into before you do it.